A wizard is never late, Frodo Baggins, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Hello, hello, hello. So we are here to look at the Pip Pad someone had requested, and I guess I hadn't done a show on this, or I have not done one in a long time if I actually did a video on this at all. So I wanted to make sure I did this. So the Pip Pad, now note the mod says not supported, and I think that's because possibly Little Chronic is not actively doing anything with this mod. But I will tell you that it does work. Okay? Now they're going to give you some warnings here. There's some things that, are different. Okay, so none of the people who created the Pip Pad, I guess, don't have an Xbox. So I guess they did this on PC, and then someone just uploaded it for us, which is great. I will tell you that it does work. I've been using it now for, I don't know, a few years. I don't know how long. I'll tell you why I originally got it, if this helps you any. Besides the fact that I really think the idea of the Pip-Boy is it's kind of retro though, so it kind of goes with Fallout. But it's kind of dumb in a way, too. But then again, that kind of goes with Fallout, right? But I got it because you couldn't use the Pip-Boy with this Sierra 117 armor. Now, this is a newer mod that Lando Commando put out here for us. And I know this is a little off topic, but I want to explain to you. But if you use the regular Pip-Boy with this armor, at least in the original version that I was using a year or two ago, you could not use the Pip-Boy because the armor would clip over and you would not be able to see the Pip-Boy. So I said, well, I have to have something different. And I think this mod originally said, hey, you should probably use the Pip Pad. Okay. Now you notice this mod, Lando Commando, just puts in, hey, Pip Pad support, because that's what you're going to need. Okay. All right. So that's a rare kind of aside. But the reason is sometimes some of these armors may clip or cover your Pip-Boy, and so you need something different, and the answer is the Pip Pad. So let's get back over here to the Pip Pad. Dun, 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 dun. Just give me a moment. Sorry about that. I felt like that was worth mentioning. Now the Pip Pad is only about 73 megabytes. Again, the porter, I'm not sure this is really the author so much as the porter is Little Chronic. They mentioned some people down here, which Little Chronic is one of them, but also Alex Scorpion, Doom-based, Wanderer, War Daddy. So we just want to make sure we give them credit for the Pip Pad. Now, there are some special things to note here about the Pip Pad. None of the Creation Club or mods that change the Pip-Boy will work with the Pip Pad. Okay, matter of fact, it seems like one time I tried something and it really broke the Pip Pad. Okay, so any Pip-Boy altering mods, you have to get rid of them. You have to turn them off. You can't use them with the Pip Pad. There are a few specific Pip Pad mods out here. Now I'm going to show you this. I know this is an aside, but the Pip Pad, it's an interesting mod, but you have to appreciate the fact that there are some differences. It's not like it's an exact Pip-Boy replacer. It's really its own animal in a way. While it does replace the Pip-Boy, you can't really just throw in anything and use. Now, these retextures are for the Pip Pad, and these do work on the Pip Pad. Now, I say they work. I have not tried them or tested them. However, I'm fairly confident that these probably work. Okay? Now, here's the thing. These are the only mods that I'm aware of that change the Pip Pad. Okay? Wait, this is a sleeve fix. Oh, that's cool. So Lando Commando has put a sleeve fix out. So if your Pip Pad, well, we'll get back into this. Now, I don't use this, and I've never had to use it. However, if you use different... so actually, there's 3 Pip Pad mods nowadays. That's cool. So if you use the Pip Pad, you may find some outfits will have either a pushed up or missing sleeve where the Pip-Boy usually is. Now, I've not run into this, but it can happen. If that happens to you, you would probably want to use this sleeve fix, okay? So, I haven't had that happen. Let's see if there's any other. Oh, there are some other Pip Pad mods. Wow. Okay, there's more Pip Pad mods than there used to be. This is cool, though. Seriously, for a long time, there was no Pip Pad mods. Okay. This is another texture so that you can get a different look to your Pip Pad. This one looks all like a little child's toy, which is fine. I mean, you know, if you like that, that's fine. This is fun. And then these. Oh wait, that's Pip-Boy. This is Pip Pad. Okay, this is. I guess if you do an erase mod, this would help you have a Pip Pad. Yeah. Okay, so that's what those are for. Is there anything else new out here? Nope. Okay. So that's it. There's not a lot. I didn't expect even this many, so I'm surprised, and I must have missed these too. So that's cool. So there's a few Pip Pad mods out here. Okay. Now, but let's look at this. I haven't used any of those mods. I really haven't needed to, and I like this mod as it is. I might try one of the retextures for fun, though. Nonetheless, so where I was going with all this is we really want to look at the description and pay attention to what this is going to do. It replaces the Pip-Boy. It takes the Pip-Boy off your arm, and now you have this pad, which your person is just going to raise up in front of their face. Rather than being the arm put up in their face, it's just going to be, they're going to pick up this Pip Pad, essentially like any other iPad or Samsung Pad or whatever, right? So anyway, remember that this does not work with any Pip-Boy mods, okay? I forget what I tried. I tried a few, and they just did not work, okay? So they do not work. However, it does work really well for me, and I've not had any issues. Now, there are a couple issues they mention here, and I want to make sure we express these. Your radometer, your rad meter, may not show the right percentage of rads. I haven't seen that, but honestly, I don't pay that much attention, and I always carry lots of stuff to get rid of my rads anyway. If you install before you leave Vault 111, it can cause a lag. And it says fixed by opening and closing Pip-Boy when leaving Vault 111. Now, I used alternate start, and I did not go through Vault 111, and I didn't have any issue. So, there's a reason I haven't seen that is because I didn't do it in like a vanilla style game. I used alternate start, and I did not start in Vault 111. So I've never had that issue. Now here it says using the flashlight before leaving Vault 111 will break it. Fixed by open and closing Pip-Boy when leaving Vault 111. Again, I did not run into that. I'm sorry. I just have not. Some outfits have rolled up or missing sleeves where the Pip-Boy normally is placed, and that is true. That can happen. I think I have seen that happen, but I don't use any outfits that actually have that issue. But I think I have seen it. Or sometimes you'll see kind of a smooth spot. The sleeve of whatever it is you're wearing will be kind of smooth in that area. And it might look just a tiny bit odd to you, but I don't see it often enough to pay that much attention. But I haven't had the problem where sleeves are missing or rolled up with any of the outfits I currently use. But I think I have seen that before where that happens. It's just been a long time. Now, this mod, if you uninstall this mod, okay, if you try it out, that's great, that's wonderful. But if you decide to uninstall this mod, or like I tried to uninstall it for a show one time, you have to follow these instructions. You have to take the Pip Pad holotape, load it up, and click uninstall. Now, you can craft that holotape if you can't find it. Okay? You have to do that. If you don't, it says that the vanilla Pip-Boy will be invisible, and it will. It will be invisible if you try to uninstall this and you do not go through that step. because something in your game will be saved that makes the Pip-Boy, well, invisible, makes it not on your arm, makes it disappear, and that will be in your save. But if you will do this, if you will uninstall it this way, load and click uninstall, save your game. Now make sure you save your game. Then you can get out and you can remove this mod, and the vanilla Pip-Boy will pop back and be back on your arm. Okay? So make sure that if you decide to uninstall this, that you do that. If you don't, you'll be like me that one time. I tried this, and I didn't pay attention, and my Pip-Boy was invisible, and I was like, wow, that's really weird. So I came and I looked at this mod because I knew I just just removed this mod, just turned it off. I didn't really uninstall it. I just turned it off. I thought I was going to just do a quick show, and I forget what I was doing, something with the Pip-Boy. Nonetheless, but you have to uninstall this. Another option is, and I would not recommend this because this gets confusing for you. Well, this isn't very helpful. I guess, because you could just uninstall the mod and start a new game. Then your Pip-Boy would be in the new game, but you wouldn't have the Pip-Boy in your old game if you loaded it up. That's why I say that's really not very helpful, unless your intent is to just start a new game without the Pip Pad, which is fine. Nonetheless, you really should follow the uninstall instruction. It will save you some grief, I'm sure. Okay. All right, so I wandered on and talked about all that. I just wanted to make sure you knew this is a big change to the game, and you have to pay attention, and you have to uninstall it. There could be some issues if you try to use this and play through the opening part through Vault 111. I don't know why, but if I was you and I was starting a new game and I wanted to use the Pip Pad, I would wait until I got out of Vault 111, and then I would turn this mod on and let it install at that point. That way you don't have that issue. As far as the outfits issue goes, I mean, you just have to choose outfits that are going to work for you, in my opinion. However, we did see that Lando Commando has been nice and put a sleeve fix mod up here that might work for you if you have that issue. I've not had that issue with the outfits that I use, but you could have that issue. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get out in the game, and I'm just going to show you the Pip Pad. There's really not much to see. It's the same as the Pip-Boy, except it's a pad. But I'm just going to hop out and show you that anyway, just so you will see it. I'll see you in the game in a moment.
Oh.
All right. So here we are on Jenny, and it doesn't matter who we're on, really. Look, when you hit the B, instead of bringing up the one arm with the Pip-Boy, now you get the Pip Pad, and it pops up here. Now you can try some of those other retextures if you want, but it pops up here and it just shows she has the two hands. Now as you move through things with the trigger, you'll notice her thumb on the roller, and then if you tune your radio, she'll do different things. I'm not going to do the radio because I would have to silence that, because unfortunately the radio always calls it. Well, I tell you what, we'll do the beacon. But you'll notice her fingers move. Like if I do this, her fingers move. If I do that, her fingers move. They don't move a lot. So there you go. So it's really all there is to it. Then when you go back to the triggers, she moves her hand back up and does the little dial. And you'll notice the dial up there, it has like stat, INV, data, map. So I guess you could look up there rather than on the screen. I don't know why you would do that. Now, of course, you can still change the color of your HUD. Here, you notice I always use blue because I like blue. But you could change it. You could keep the original, what was the original, green? You could keep the old green look, or you could change it to a red or purple, whatever suits you. You can do pink. I've seen a lot of different colors when I played around with this. Nonetheless, that is the Pip Pad. It's basically the Pip-Boy, except she's going to pick it up with two hands, or he, depending on your character. It doesn't really matter. You still get a flashlight if you hold the B down. Oh, hold on. Let's put it away. Now, let's go first person because I think you can see it better. Ta-da. And there's your light. And if we do third person, you're like, well, where's the light coming from? I don't know. It's just magically appearing around her. That's all I can tell you. Okay. All right. So that's really it for the Pip Pad. That's all there is to see. It's nothing new or different in any other way except that it's not on your arm. If you look at her arm, there's nothing on her arm. Now, and in this case, this outfit, is that sleeve? That sleeve does not look too weird. It looks pretty normal, but still, occasionally you might see a sleeve that looks a little weird. Or sometimes you may have an outfit with no sleeve, and that does happen too. But nonetheless, that here is the Pip Pad. I like it. It looks good. My rads, let's see, when I do, does this show, where am I at? Oh, I don't have any rads. She doesn't have any rads right now. But anyway, my rads and stuff all seem to show here. I don't seem to have any real trouble. Just like with the inventory and stuff, everything seems to work right. Now, of course, that stupid holotape is probably, who knows, way down in the P's in this list of stuff, which is frustrating because we really needed a better menu system, but you can get there. Let's see if I can find it, if I have it. If I don't have it, you can make it, and I can show you that if I need to. You know what? I don't see that I have it. Okay, well, that's something we'll do. I'll go and show you that we can make it, so I'll be back in a moment. All right, so unfortunately, the name of the holotape is not Pip Pad. It is, in brackets, Settings Pip Pad, and that puts it all the way down at the bottom of your miscellaneous list, which is horrible. But anyway, if you click on it to use it, then here, now I don't know what the change biped slot means, but this is the uninstall. If you need to uninstall it, you could uninstall it. Now, I'm not going to do that because I'm not uninstalling it. I don't know what change biped slot means. Are used to tell the game what slot something should take up, so modders must pick one of the slots. You can't put on two shoes on your eye. Okay, you get the point. Oh, okay, so it's using the FX. I'm not going to change that at all. I'm not going to change that under any circumstances because where it is right now has been working for me just fine, so I'm not going to change that. Now, I could not make this holotape under utilities, and I think it's because I have it. So I'm going to drop it. I'm just going to let it fall to the floor there, see? And then I'm going to see if it'll show up under utility here. If it doesn't, I'm really not going to worry about it. Yeah, it does. So when you don't have it in your inventory, it will show up as a recipe under utility in the chem station. But let me show you something because this is going to look a little confusing. If you have it in your inventory, ta-da, now we have it. Now it is not on the inventory. So that's two things to remember. One, the name is not as stated in the mod description, which, you know, that's just an accident. It's just a mistake that the person who ordered that over made. And then remember that if you have it in your inventory, it will actually not show up in the chem station because you already have one. I guess they don't want you to have more than one in your inventory. I don't know what that would do, but nonetheless, so that way, you know, if you do lose it, you can make a new one, but if you still have it on you, you won't be able to make a new one. So there you go. All right. Okay. So I'm going to show you the mod again. I think this may have been overly long, but I wanted to make sure you knew certain things. It has its quirks, but I've really not had any real issues with it. It's worked very well. So I will show you the mod here in just a second. All right. This has been Pip Pad, not supported, but it works fine. I've not seen any trouble with it. I think you can. You know, I don't remember. You might be able to put some comments and get a response out on Bethesda's website. I don't remember. I really have not had any trouble with it. However, I really haven't done anything special with it. I just use it as the replacer it's intended to be. I don't use it on any character until, let's see, I guess I always have it installed, but I don't go back through the vanilla start. I think if you want to go back through the vanilla start, you should turn it off and start that new game. And then once you leave Vault 111, then you can turn it on. You can do a save and turn it on and see how it works. Because I think then from then on it would be fine. It sounds like most of the issues occur because you tried to use it or carry it through Vault 111, and I'm not sure why that would be a problem. Now, I just went back through Vault 111 on Harry, but that was different. I'm doing this was not, this was part of an alternate start again, or start me up alternate start, however you want to say that. So that was different. He didn't go through the vanilla start, so he did not have any issue. Okay. And that's the same with all my people. I've done them all through the alternate start, except for Wyatt. If I ever get back to him, you'll see me play him some more, and he's just my vanilla guy who's never used any mods. So, all right. So this has been Pip Pad, not supported, about 73 megabytes, pretty big for what it does, I guess, but it does, to me, it does a great job. I really enjoy it. I prefer having that pad, even when I'm just using and wearing regular clothes and stuff. I just prefer having the pad. Since I've been using it, I've never thought to get rid of it. So I like it better than the Pip-Boy. For whatever reason, just personal preference. Okay? All right. So thanks again for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. And I will catch you later. This has been an OwwThatSmarts production. Just look at all these happy people. Imagine if you subscribed today, you could be so happy, so cheerful, so cheery.